this is Soundout here with a review of a Kamen Rider Dragon Knight review, this time of Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. See here, the packaging is very nice, that's why I'm showing it off on all these reviews. Picture of the toy there, his advent symbol here, figures in there, little reflective surface to reflect this image of him, but you can't really go through into Ventara unless you're a Kamen Rider. And I wonder if the toys can like stick their arm in there and they'll just like disappear. I don't know. We'll have to see. I got a show bio up here on the back. English, Spanish, and French. Little emblem again. Picture of the actual show. Kamen Rider Dragon Knight's toy. English, Spanish, and French. Bios, which you can look at my website at freewebs.com/soundoutproductions. Down here you can see all the figures in the first wave. So let's get started. Okay, here is Kamen Rider Dragon Knight out of his package. As you can see, Kamen Rider Dragon Knight's there, but first I'm going to read his bios on the back of the card. The show bio says, "On the other side of every mirror on Earth lies the parallel dimension of Ventara, a world destroyed by the evil General Xaviax. The Kamen Riders are warriors from Ventara who were all but wiped out when Xaviax stole their Advent decks, which power their abilities. Yes, Advent decks are very important. Advent cards are even more important." The little bio here. Kit Taylor finds an Advent deck and becomes Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. By fighting, he hopes not only to save the Earth from General Xaviax's domination, but to find his missing father and win back Ventara as well. A lot of pressure on him. Anyway, so Kamen Rider Dragon Knight here is the third rider to appear in the show. It is the main rider of the show. This is Kamen Rider Blank Knight upgraded with the dragon. As you can see here, he's very detailed. He's got the red eyes. He's got the dragon crest on top of his head now. He's got all this nice paint detail that's got more paint detail on his head than a Happy Meal line. He's got nice ripple detail here. He's got a nice, really detailed drag visor. And he's showing up brighter than he actually is. Detail on the wrist, detail all along his legs. Pretty much the same thing for legs, because I noticed, if anything, the legs on these guys are all the same. They just reuse the same legs over and over again. Oh, forgot to mention, he also has his dragon symbol on his Advent belt. The only paint details missing are the silver parts for the plugs here, and that little silver part of the belt. Yeah. So that I might take a silver Sharpie or some silver paint to later on when I feel like it, but I don't really feel like spending $4 or $5 just for one bottle to fix a few paint details on a few figures. Unless I still want to become rich. It does come with two accessories. It comes with the Sword Vent Advent card for Dragon Knight. It's got two holes in the top, so it should read the sound effect Sword Vent. In the Deluxe Drag Visor toy coming out later in the line, it should be out by now, but it isn't. So very nice artwork. It says Kamen Rider Dragon Knight Advent card in the back. It's a very nice card. It's pretty sturdy, but it's a card. You're not gonna be able to. You can put the card in multiple times, but you really, if you're like ripping it out of the deck and then throwing it into the visor, really, it's gonna get beat up because it's a card. He also comes with his Sword Vent weapon. This is actually the tail of his Advent Beast Drag Redder. It's got two colors. I give props to Bandai. I'm missing the black detail and all these little gaps here and the gold detail here. It does not connect to the deluxe the Drag Redder, so sad and unfortunate, but okay. For the size of these figures, they're kind of small. This one measures in at 4 inches. Yep. They vary in height, but mostly they're about 4 inches. Articulation, he's got, as opposed to Blank Knight, a ball jointed head this time, so you can get good neck articulation here. So he's got a ball joint neck. This is really throwing out of focus here. Okay, here we go, here we go. Come on, come on. Focus. Camera focus. There we go. Arms rotate 360 degrees on a swivel. Wrists rotate 360 degrees on a swivel, unlike, this is smaller than the ride visor. Legs can move out, legs can move forward and back, and the knee can bend. So, fair articulation. I really think an elbow joint would have been, awesome. Now, you can't really get too much poses out of him by himself. With his sword, you can get some pretty neat poses. It's, you know, they really need a weapon to make some awesome poses with these figures. Though you can pose them very nicely. Though, without the elbow joint, it's really nothing too spectacular. Okay, hold on. Let me get him fixed here. I'll just stand him from his legs here. Ay. He's not wanting to stand today. Okay. These figures retail for $7.99, which might be steep to some people, but to me, I think it's worth the price between the advent card and the detail on them, the paint applications. I think it's worth the price. So far, they've only been found at Toys R Us, so I would go looking there first before anywhere else. And that's pretty much it for now, I guess. This is Soundout saying, stay tuned for more Kamen Rider reviews, and goodbye.